Start record. Salutations, y'all. Welcome back to The Righteous Nerd. And today, I have got primarily mechanics to show you guys. I did nothing at all this past week with regards to level design. And as you guys can see by the T right here, if I hit play, you will notice that the monocle has got some new functionality. But yeah, so this, whenever I do right click on the mouse, it will, as you can see, display what you're looking at. And if it's essentially with the wall here not being an electrical device, it just gives error. It did not detect an electrical device. So if you go on the light here, and now, although technically the alphanumeric keys are still configured, but if I scroll with the scroll wheel now, you can see the light growing and shrinking. And you probably also see that with the console log with all the things there. So I can turn it off completely or break it. And obviously if I break it, regardless of breaking it is similar to just burning out the light. So, but yeah, so that all works there. Now the other mechanic that I implemented in the game, actually let me just go ahead and just restart this to get that back up and working. The other mechanic that I've added, well, there's two other mechanics. Well, technically they have to coincide with each other, but essentially here, if I actually use the scroll wheel as a button itself, what you'll see there, and I'll show you guys more specifically with the player here, we have charge and battery. Charge will display through the monocle, I just don't have that set up yet. Battery, on the other hand, you'll see, is similar to the idea of having electrical charge stored up. And as you guys can see, we have two batteries, so if I click with mouse wheel again, we reduce to one. I should probably set something up so that way that doesn't work, because it's the idea of a broken electrical device. But if I use right mouse click and then left mouse click, you'll see charge is now charging an increasing battery. I plan to actually put a cap on this. The rough groundwork there is in place at the moment. So there's that. And then, yes, the one reason why I'm with what I'm doing here. So this UI right here is what would be called the diegetic UI. Diegetic UI. Don't know why I said AI. Diegetic UI. And the reason for that is if I implement this guy right here, you will see the difference in UI appearance. So the example bit there is essentially showing you guys what a normal UI would look like, and then that shows you the difference in how that looks. Example is essentially going to be treated like a screen, whereas the error and now light will be appearing as though it was actively on the monocle glass itself there. So that's essentially the difference of what I'm effectively going for here. So I'm actually going to delete this now, because we do not need it in the game. Or correct me, I do not want it in the game. But yeah, so there's that. I don't actually have any more new lore bits to show to you guys this time around, only because the nice thing about using mythology, such as Dionysus in this case, is that I have a great plethora of historical mythologies to work from. The bad news is that I also have a great plethora of historical mythologies to work from. I'm currently investigating a number of other deities, essentially, as well as I'm also looking into other mechanics. I have a few in mind. I'm just trying to work out how I want them to work, essentially, and how I want those to play out. So, because the idea here is that by completing, I believe I don't remember if I said this in the last video, but by completing a mini objective within each level, you unlock one of these upgrades. And then there will be a final level where you can use all of the upgrades in one given level. So there's all that. But yeah, hopefully I'll have some lore bits to share with in the next video. I just don't have any at this moment. I need to do some more research. And I will likely, like I said earlier, have some more stuff with the prototype level to show off, as that is going to be a bit more of a focus this next week than it was this past week. But yeah, so as per always, the tech demo is going to be here. I do believe I will have this set up with some of the new mechanics that have been implemented. But yeah, so the original prototype level is still the original tech demo prototype is still up here, and the link for that, as well as to the other socials and to YouTube and all that good stuff, is still on the link tree. Link for all that is in the description below. So see you guys next week.